21 here, and I'm with Brian Drummond, who's, you know, on edge. A little on edge.
Man, it's been a crazy day.
Hasn't had an apple yet. Ryuk's not here. It's all right.
Yeah.
So usually when we do our interviews, they're usually long format. We're going to do it short and quick.
Okay.
All right. So did you always intend to be a voice actor, or did you just end up in this role due to how the profession switched and changes?
Kind of due to how the profession changes. I went to theater school. I thought, I'm going to be a Broadway actor. I'm going to be on the stages of New York City. Not a very good singer, not a very good dancer. So, you know, the triple threat went down to a single threat. So I started working in film and TV in Vancouver, stage stuff. And as an actor, you want to do whatever you can. And some voice gigs came around, and I landed a role on a G.I. Joe series. And shortly after that, I landed a role as this crazy Saiyan prince who was just full of ego and just like me. No, I'm not. And from there, early mid-90s, I just fell in love with the world. And by the early 2000s, I was so busy doing voiceover, that's all I was doing.
All right. So here's a question. What has been, since this is Dragon Ball Con, right? You're Vegeta. But what is one of your favorite voices that is not Vegeta? Like, what is one of your true favorite voices of you?
I love this character. This was my favorite X-Men as a child in the comic books, Wolverine. I got to play Wolverine in about 5 features, and it was like I was on cloud 9 when the call came to me that you booked Wolverine. I was like, ah! You know, it was like I felt like I could go no further. That was the best.
All right, so this is another question. This is about Wolverine.
I hope it's another question. You're the guy asking the question.
Well, a follow-up. But so you're Wolverine, right? But you shared it with Scott McNeil.
Yeah.
So what's it like, you know, knowing that you both worked together on Gundam, you worked together on Dragon Ball, and you both got to share this character? Like, is that cool?
It's the best. It's the best. It's amazing. And even Steve Blum now plays. There's so many Wolverines.
Yeah.
Shared with Hugh Jackman, Scott McNeil. I mean, it's an amazing thing. I mean, when you work together with people on shows, you always end up kind of moving through parts and on series with people. And it's funny, you could be on My Little Pony one day, and then we're doing, you know, X-Men the next day. So it's the best.
I just realized too, another role you do share with Scott is Jetstorm and Silverbolt.
Yeah.
His evil counterpart.
Actually, you're right.
And we also interviewed Bob Steer recently. So,
cool.
What was it like doing, you know, Beast Wars, Beast Machines, all that stuff?
That was the best, because when I booked, I had my very first show I got on G.I. Joe Extreme. My first show, which made me fall in love with voice acting, was directed by Sue Blue, and she was the director of all those early 90s Teenage Mutant Ninjas. She's incredible actress, incredible director, just so high energy. I loved the vibe of it all, and she was the one that directed that Beast Machine series. She had done Beast Wars and Beast Machines, and when I got brought into Beast Machines, it was my first Transformer role. I loved Transformers also as a kid, so I was thrilled. And I didn't know, at first when I got it, I didn't know that the story arc that I would not be the part forever, and Scott's character was going to come back. So I was there was a little bit of, damn it, I'm gone.
Now, did you ever know about how originally it was going to be too on the nose, that it was going to be Scott's character, that he was not going to be called Jetstorm, but his name was going to be like something like Skybolt, and they were like, that's too on the nose, bro?
No, I did not know that. No, I was not aware at all.
Yeah, I only found out about that because when getting to interview the showrunner, Bob Steer, I went through everything on the Transformers wiki, and I found out so many details that I just, you know, didn't know what the hell was going on.
Very cool, very cool.
All right. But no, I see other people are lining up to talk to you. I don't want to waste your time much longer.
No worries.
But any last shout outs you have for all the fans watching Dragon Ball, Death Note, Gundam, Monster Rancher, you know?
You know, first of all, thank you for watching all these things over all these years. It has been such a blast to come across the country from Vancouver to Atlantic City, New Jersey, and still have so many people who said, I grew up listening to, I'd come home and it'd be like Dragon Ball Z, and then it was Sex Keys and Gundam Wing, and I was watching Tiger the Wind and Monster Rancher. You practically raised me, and it's a thrill because we don't know when we're doing those shows how it's going to affect anybody. So to come to these is the first time some of them ever have an opportunity to tell us that it did, and it means a lot these many years later, and we all still work on so many shows and participate in things, but it's fun to know that something we did in the past and are still doing affects so many people, and we're just thrilled to still be a part of it today.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us and doing this interview with us.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
And if you want to ever come back, feel free to hit us up.
Will do.
All right. We're out.